So for my field trips, I went to a Christian church and a Mormon Bible study. So for the Christian church, I was there on a Sunday with my friend. Her name is Rosa and her family. Well, we went to the church. It's in Huntington Park, and it's a pretty nice church. And I walked in, and Amy is being so nice with me, saying, "Hi, sister." It's in Spanish though, but they were like, "Hi, sister, how are you? Like, welcome to our church, and how are you?" and all this stuff. And I felt like, oh wow, like they're being so nice, like too nice. So I walk in and I say hi to everybody, meet new people, that's my name, and then I sit down with them, and then I notice that it's a big church, and then they have all this technology, like they were singing songs, and then they had like projectors with the words in Spanish and English, and I thought, wow, in my church we don't have that. Well, anyways, and then it was nice, and then they had a little play towards the end of the mass, and it was kind of sad. They had like really sad music, and then my friend, she was crying. I don't know why. I guess it's because the songs were kind of sad, or she was happy, but anyway, she was crying, and then I was looking at her like, oh, okay. And then, well, they gave a prayer, and then they said, close your eyes. So I closed my eyes. And then they were just talking, saying all this emotional things. And then I kind of felt it, like, okay, I feel what they're saying. I feel like, okay, I feel nice. And then they said, if you feel good about this prayer and you're happy, raise your hand. And I raised my hand. I was okay. I felt good, like they were like, come up here, I will give you a prayer. And then they were all clapping. So I went up there. It was me and some other people went up there, like four of us. And then they were like praying for us, like, oh, God bless you and whatnot. And then they said, now go to the back with our brothers and sisters, and they'll get your name down and everything, give you a little booklet. And I thought, whoa, I want to be part of the church. I just wanted a prayer towards me. So I followed them, and I'm like, oh no, what did I do? I didn't want to be part of the church. I just wanted to be a prayer for me. So I guess I was like, okay, whatever. So I walked with them to the back, and then that's where my name and my address and my phone number. And I'm thinking, whoa, I don't want to give them all this information about me. I mean, I don't want to come here every Sunday. But still, I was nice. I was like, hey, you know what? My name's Evelyn, blah blah blah. And then they were like, oh, welcome to our church. You're now a member of our church. And I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. And then somebody else came by and gave me a prayer, and then asked me if I had any problems, and I said, well, not really. And then they said, like, pray for my family, for me. And then I just sat there, and then they were praying, and then it was it was nice, but it was awkward because I didn't want that to happen, but it happened. So I just stuck with it, and then at the end, my friend, this lady, her name's Rosa, she was like, "Oh, welcome to my church. Thank you so much for joining my church." And I'm thinking, okay, okay. And then she's like, "Are you coming next Sunday?" And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. I have to think about it." So, but overall, it was a good experience. But then I felt that people were really nice to make me be part of the church, and then but I mean, it was good. I would go again just to go, but I don't want to be part of the church. And then, but it was a good experience. It was a funny experience. So that was my Christian church that I went to in HP, and it's called the Ministerios, and it's in Spanish. So maybe I'll go, maybe I won't.